Okay, we're back here with Magic Revelations, and we have a new magic showcase here. It's a little bit old, the magic, because I wasn't able to get it when it first came out, but I got Egg Magic. Now, the most recent update for on this recording, it is Crash Magic, which I tried to get, but instead of getting Crash Magic, I got Egg Magic, which is the exact same rarity as Crash Magic. So if my odds is like, I could have gotten Crash Magic, but instead I got Egg Magic. Well, I know Egg Magic was April Fool's joke, but it's actually real, and it was in the old game as well, though. I forget what it's called, Revelations, whatever it's called. So let's just dive into it, I guess. So first we have Egg Throw, we have Egg Rocket, we have Egg Barrage, Heavy Egg Rain, I mean, and Egg Nuke. Now, Egg Throw was in the original, I think also Egg Barrage or something similar to that, and then also Egg Nuke was its ultimate move. So let's just, see what we got. So our first move is Egg Throw. So the only difference between the old game and this game, I'm not sure, maybe they might add it in later, but probably not. But before, uh, these eggs actually clipped into other surfaces like walls and floors. So like when you like throw it on a wall, it'll get stuck there, kind of thing. It's pretty cool. Like one of the cool things about Egg Magic was that. But now they just clip through the floor and do whatever they want. So it's just a basic, move that shoots one egg at a decent pace, does decent damage, but it's pretty slow movement for the projectile. But it does 1.1 for myself. Of course, there's different values everybody, because well, I'm not high level, but well, I guess certainly, but not max level, of course. Anyways, next we have Egg Rocket. Now, Egg Rocket basically propels you forward, as a rocket would do, or I mean, rocket's horizontal, but vertically, so it goes like this. I'm not sure if we can aim it anywhere else, but I'm assuming it's just. Oh no, never mind. You can go in any direction. That's actually pretty cool. And I think it does shoot these eggs behind you, but I don't think they do damage, just for visual effects. But what it really does is that when you uh, come into contact with an enemy, it does damage. So we just hit that, and there we go. Only one time though. It's like a one-time use, but since you can use it as a mobility move, just because you can move up, down, wherever direction you want it to be, basically, which is actually pretty cool. So we can kill this wizard here. I don't know if I can. Okay. Okay, well, this sucks. Let's pull a different magic. Let's see, quickly. Just pull this. Sure, this will kill it. Okay. Next, we have Egg Barrage. Now, similar to like Fairy Leprechaun or I forget the other one, Great Tree Arc one, whatever it's called. Where if you click it, it shoots a barrage of eggs, and each of them has their own hitbox, and all those eggs deal damage. But of course, if you hold it down, more will shoot out, and you'll do much more damage. And this looks really strong. If there's ever like an Igneo boss, that would do a ton of damage for sure. But here we can just test it out here on this water wizard, so you can see we hold it down, and of course it's pretty random because the actual like shots of the barrage is pretty spread out, so it's pretty hard to actually hit every single one. But like I said, if it's a huge like boss, then all of them will hit for sure. I only do like 200 damage for myself, so they don't do a lot of damage. But like I said, if a lot hit, then it does a decent amount of damage for sure. But there we go. That is Egg Barrage. Next we have Heavy Egg Rain. That was a pretty cool spell. It just basically, you can walk around with it, and it just rains a bunch of eggs from the sky, and has a very low cooldown, so you can just spam it if you want. I'm sure you could probably use like Egg Rocket and like this together. No, you can't actually use any spells together. Never mind. So we got heavy. So basically, if we just all those explosions actually do damage. So if we just stand near something, it'll just start doing damage. So let's do it again. But like it's pretty random, as you can tell. Like I'm hardly hitting her at all. So like moving around and stuff would probably be best to do. But like literally, it's kind of hard to hit the enemy a little bit. It also gets blocked by bubbles or anything that would block like projectiles. It's the same thing. So it has that one counter. I'm sure you can use other magics as well with this spell. I could be wrong, but let's just see. I don't know. I don't think you can, but you may. I don't know. You can use it as your last ability, basically. But yeah, that's Heavy Egg Rain. And then next we have our last move, which is Ultimate Move, which is Egg Nuke. This one's pretty interesting. The old Egg Nuke was pretty broken, because you're able to like infinitely shoot it anywhere, or like be able to just hit some guy from across the map because, well, you're able to do the infinite range bug. This one, it just spawns in front of you, but only thing that's difference is that it only, so I mean, it's not really different from any other egg nuke, because other egg nuke did the same thing. It only did one damage, or like, it was just like one proc, and then that's it. It just got nuked and did a ton of damage. This one only does 3,000 damage for myself. Of course, like I said, it only depends on what your level is, but it's a lot of damage. It's a low cooldown for what it is, but like I said, it only hits one time only, from what I've tested out. I'm not sure if someone walks into it, but maybe it might hit multiple people, but it only hits one person one time. Actually, maybe I lied. It might only hit one person because these NPCs will keep walking back into it. So I'm assuming it only does it one time. I mean, I never tested out if they walk into it, they get hit. Let's see. I don't know, it's a pretty big radius. So let's test that out again. So we're gonna walk, follow the wizard, follow me, and then do this. That's a very big radius, so I'm assuming it's pretty good if it's like a one-time use, just like plop it down, do some basic damage, and then run away. But it doesn't do a lot of damage, I think. 3,000 damage is alright, but it could do a lot more for sure. But like I said, it's not that similar to the old one, but like it's a yes and no, because this one you can't really aim where you want it to be, just it'll spawn in front of you, but it does do that one hit only, big burst damage. But that is all for egg magic. Hopefully, get some insight if you ever want to use egg magic. It's alright. It's just like an April Fool's joke. It has, it's alright. I don't know, it's not that great, but can't beat the original egg magic. That one was pretty great, to be honest. But I don't know if I'm gonna get crash magic because it's still another legendary magic or epic, whatever rarity, which would probably take a while to get. So I'm hoping I could get it. If not, if the next magic comes out and I get it by accident, then I'll make a video. But right now, it's way too far and it's quite expensive to get a bunch of spins, anyways. So I just got lucky and I got egg. So that's it for egg magic. I don't really know what else, but we'll keep watch. If anything, I do like Crash Magic. It's one of my favorite magics for sure. When I played the original one, the very first one by Vertex or Vetex, uh, that one I used a lot because it's really strong. In the old one, it's just being able to stop magic is really strong. Other than that, that's it for egg magic.